Historically, the advent of a video game presentation has brought me nothing but excitement. It's that childhood night before Christmas kind of vibe, except you get to discover gifts that you didn't even know existed. I loved that feeling. Still do. But nowadays, that comes along with a feeling of looming panic. It takes me a hot minute to make my videos, and by minute, I mean months. And during production, I am constantly worried that there might be an announcement just around the corner that will make everything I've worked on pointless. Like, imagine we got a trailer for a Princess Zelda game 2 months ago that was similar to this video. I started kicking that idea around E3 last year, and all that time and energy would be down the drain. It would also mean that a game like that exists in the first place, so ultimately I'd be fine. But still, I'd like that time spent to mean something, you know? If I'm in the heads of some of my favorite developers, I want those bragging rights. And now E3 is upon us. And looking over my future plans, there are a few concepts in the potential crosshairs. Mainly, Pikmin 4. Which, to be fair, I thought I'd see it the last 3 or 4 E3s, but you never know. Maybe this is the year. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna quick concept this one out right now. If Pikmin 4 doesn't show up, or looks significantly different than what I want, great! Production continues on schedule. But if not, I'll take comfort in an upcoming game that's exactly the way I want it to be. Let's start. Pikmin has always struck me as Nintendo's answer to real-time strategy. It's got many of the same gameplay mechanics. You gather resources to create units and fulfill your objectives. Multitasking and resource management is heavily rewarded, and failing to pay attention will get you killed. But it's never felt like a true RTS game to me. Which isn't a bad thing, it's a very unique concept, I love it for that. But when I look at Pikmin and then look at other real-time strategy games, there's just pieces missing here. Pieces that I think could easily be added. This entire concept boils down to one word: colonies. The last 3 Pikmin games have the whole daylight time limit. Stick on the ground for too long and your forces get eaten. But what if that time limit wasn't a countdown to the end of the level? It simply heralds the start of Phase 2. Because Olimar isn't leaving the planet when night falls. Oh no. In this game, for whatever reason, he and his people are establishing a space colony on this post-apocalyptic Earth. What does that mean? So many things, my goodness. This injects base management into the Pikmin series. You now have a central hub that you are trying to upgrade with the resources found outside. Set up a cell phone tower, and that's a literal cell phone tower, by the way, to scan nearby areas for resources. Find batteries to power electric fences. You could find Chibi Robo, power him up, and have him help defend your base, which sounds like the perfect opportunity for tower defense. From both the outside AI, and, if you want to play multiplayer, from other players trying to raid your base for resources. This is a concept that I really want to do a deep dive into at some point. How all these elements can tie together, the possible stories revolving around trying to live alongside the Pikmin and their environment, but E3 is creeping ever closer. And that day of reckoning might be at hand. So we're just gonna throw this out now and see what happens in the coming weeks.